Okay, good. Good evening, good evening. Good evening, good evening. And good evening. No, no barking. I am Ian. This is my lovely wife.
Rachel.
We are a big family life in the Simpson family home and 4Fs with the Simpson family. The 4Fs, thank you, representing faith, family, food, and fitness. I had somebody just today refer to that as the Fantastic Four. Faith, family, food, and fitness. I thought that was pretty cool. Faith, because we believe that we can do all things through Him who loves us. Family, because aside from God, there's nothing and no one more important on this earth. Food, because food is medicine. And fitness, because we believe overall wellness can be achieved by pursuing and maintaining a strong mind, soul, and body. Hence 4S to manifest your best life by grace under God. What's happening, man? How you doing?
Good, yeah, you?
I'm fantastic. How are you? Christian, how are you, Christian? How are you this evening?
I'm great.
Let me ask you a very quick question before we go any further.
I'm gonna turn up my
Yeah.
volume here.
What did you do today that made you smile? Because if happiness is a choice, what did you do today that made you smile?
Nothing. I came on live, started talking to you, made me smile.
That's a start,
There,
because I was
perfect.
saying you're smiling now, so that's a start, right? I mean,
Yes.
that's fantastic because we're really big. I mean, by the way, this is my wife, Rachel.
Hi.
And we are big into the idea that happiness is a choice.
Yes.
That happiness is a choice. How do you feel about that?
I don't know. It's weird. You never know.
Yeah. Well, you're a young person, right? So this is a unique opportunity for us to actually kind of tap into the psyche of a young person because these are some very difficult and trying times that you're living right now. May we ask how old you are?
I'm 15.
Right. So, and where are you?
I'm in Canada,
You are, and we are too. We're in Winnipeg. How about you?
Ontario.
Ontario. So you guys have some pretty strict lockdowns over there as well as with us here in Manitoba as well. There's a couple of provinces where, it seems to be more liberal, if you would. However, Ontario and Manitoba are some of the more strict, the two of the more stricter provinces, I think. I would like to
Yes.
ask you, what has that been like for you? Are you still going to school? Do you go to school remotely? What has that been like for you? Online,
Online
eh?
school. Yeah.
So how's your energy, man, been? How has your spirit been? That's tough, man. I mean,
Bored.
yeah, right,
A lot more than that.
right. What about your connections with like your friends? You're 15 years old, man. Connections with your friends. That's what are you into? Are you a sports guy? Or are you skateboards,
I play
music?
basketball.
You do? No way.
Oh boy.
We're a basketball family. Yeah.
Let's go.
Right? Yeah. GQ Jordy with the good hair. He's downstairs. He's 6'6". He's 17 this year. He's graduating. His older brother is 6'8". He plays. He graduated a couple years ago. So yeah, we are a total basketball family. You know what I'm saying?
I'm 6'3" right now.
Word. Good for you. That's a great size for being 15. That is a
Yep.
great size. And whereabouts in Ontario are you?
London.
London. Okay.
Where is that?
That's I
Is
couldn't
that part of the
the GTA.
Yeah.
Where
Is that part of
Don't
the like
ask
the
me.
like those little towns that make up Toronto?
the Greater Toronto area, like London, is probably one of the bigger ones.
Oh, no?
It's
Okay.
farther from Toronto. It's like a 2-hour drive.
Oh, wow,
Okay. So which way?
Which way?
Yeah, from Toronto.
I don't know.
Oh, you don't go to Toronto?
Wait, what?
You don't go to Toronto. Which way is it? Are you London is which way from Toronto? North, south, east, west.
I don't even know that part of the
Not sure.
country.
I go there. I don't pay attention of the way.
Fair.
Yeah, he's
fair. No.
15,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. What am I thinking? Right?
We have
yeah,
a
you're
15-year-old,
We
so-
have 50. We have a 15-year-old. So yeah, and I'm gonna tell you the same thing that we tell our 15-year-old. Actually, all our teenagers. We tell you the same thing. It is not for you to eavesdrop on other people's conversations. However, you must be alert to hear certain key phrases like, "Yeah, that's him in the white headband with the orange stripe, wearing the
Yeah.
gray hoodie."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, too, when you're
Landmarks.
driving in landmarks, when you're driving in a vehicle, right? Landmarks, you got to have them because, I mean, you might have to call mom and dad saying that, hey, you know, something happened. We broke down. You got to pick me up. Where are you? Now, well, you got the location on your cell phones and everything now, but you know what? Prepare for the worst case scenario. So you got to be able to say, well, you know what, mom? We just passed a 7-Eleven at this and this street, you know, 3 minutes ago,
Yeah.
and that, you know what I mean? So just to be aware, because it's a different world that we live in, right? It's a different world that we live in, and young people just have to be aware, just to keep yourself safe, you know, just to keep yourself safe. So you play for your school team?
I'm gonna. I haven't started yet because we haven't been.
Yeah, that way because he's same age as Phoenix. So
Yeah,
that is like
this is
that.
out of middle school into high school transition, right? Wow.
So this would have been that year.
Yeah.
However, you know, next year we don't know what it's gonna look like. We can only hope and pray that they're gonna open up, and then sports is gonna be able to go forward.
Yeah, and I'm
I think everything's opening up Friday.
yeah.
This Friday coming.
That's what you're hearing from reliable sources.
Yeah.
Can-
Going
can-
forward.
Can we get a statement on the record? That's fantastic. You know, for like, I mean, it's this actual. It's something that's very near and dear to our heart because our 17-year-old Jordan, he actually missed his senior year this year. This was his senior year. This was going to be his breakout year because he's only been playing ball for two years because he grew a foot over a year, right? So he's only been playing for 2 years, and he did so much work over this off season since spring. You know, all winter. All we did was just run and run and train. All we did all winter was run and train. And out here in Winnipeg, these winters ain't no joke. Like, but in London, you guys get a little bit of cold air. You guys, I mean, it's worse than Toronto, anyways. You get a little bit cooler than Toronto, right? Right, that's dope. So I mean, it was just so tough. And now, actually, just this evening, we had the conversation with him because he's supposed to go to the school to make a time slot for his drive-by for grad. You know what I mean? So, you know, we have 2 years of grads. That, you know, last year's grad, this year's grad, and to me, out of everything, that is probably the most tragic occurrence for young people.
Yeah.
Aside from the cases of depression and so on and so forth and everything else. Because, I mean, the ones that, you know, I look at it like I never graduated from high school, you know what I'm saying? However, I looked at it like, I mean, that's like pretty much your entire reason for being as a young person is to graduate. You know what I mean? You go to school and you graduate. Mom, you make sure you graduate, get a good job. Dad, you graduate, get a job. Auntie, grandma, you graduate, you go college. Your whole entire reason for being, your whole existence as a young person is wrapped up in graduating.
Yeah.
And we have 2 classes last year and this year that will never be able to experience that. And to me, that's sad. That's sad to me, you know.
Because it's basically what I read from the school email is that like we pull up in a vehicle with our son, and he goes and picks up his diploma off a table, and then we get back in the vehicle. It's like 5 minutes, and so it's like it's really sad, and for him he's considering not even going. So,
His words, man, they might as well just mail that to me. His words, to be quite honest, they might as well just mail that to me because, like, that's tough though, right? I don't know. And that's not commentary on anything. That's not commentary on pro this and that's not commentary. It's just the simple fact. It's just one of the consequences of what we've endured this year and a half. And I just happen to think that it's tragic. It's very sad. I feel horrible for those young people. Horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible. Not to mention, and that's because as a young person, But you into skateboarding any of that as well? No.
Not really.
Just straight ball, eh?
Yeah.
Ball is life. Who's your guy? Who's your team? Hey, Canadian, how you doing? God bless. Who's your team?
I play Toronto Raptors. I like Toronto Raptors.
You're Toronto, eh? You guys, the Six won the championship a couple years ago. That was a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
I was still
That's
watching
good.
basketball back then.
It was like for me when we met. Is it Danny Green?
Yes,
We met Danny Green after the Toronto.
after the
they won.
Raptors championship. That's right.
Yeah, we met him.
That's
That's
right,
nice.
because he came on a tour. How you doing, Canadian? There's another Canadian here. He's from the Ontario area as well. Christian Canadian. You guys should follow each other. Huh? And he did a tour of North America afterwards, doing clinics and so on and so forth. So he came through here in Manitoba, and Big Noah, was doing one of the working at the clinic, and so we got some pictures and so. He's a cool dude. He's you know.
He
he's,
actually looked bigger than he looks on TV.
you thought?
Yeah, I thought he.
I thought
was-
he looked littler.
No, I thought he looked like taller.
You know why? Because he's standing beside our son, and our son is 6'8".
Yeah.
So, he stands beside any NBA guy, and he's not going to look short. And Danny Green, though, what I did to my one takeaway was that how big he is for a guard. He's huge for a guard. As a guard, he's a legit 6'7" himself. He's 6'6", 6'7" himself. That's huge for a guard. That's huge for a two guard, right?
I don't know what his brother Draymond Green.
And then
I
we got this thing where she, for a while, she thought that Danny and Draymond were brothers
Yeah.
because they got the last name, Danny Green, Draymond Green,
Yeah,
and then it
right.
was like, yeah, we had to work that out, but it was okay.
Yeah.
What position do you play?
I play under the net. I forget what it's called.
You the
I
big?
haven't
You the
played in
big?
a while.
Power forward or the center? Yeah, all right.
Pardon?
Power forward or the center?
Center.
Center.
Yeah.
Okay.
Played in a while because I don't go outside that much because COVID and stuff.
Yeah. So, but what are you doing? What are you doing to keep your body right in the meantime? Because I mean, there's those of us. You got to stay ready, right? You got to stay hungry. You got to get in. Use this time as an opportunity to kind of level the playing field, if you would. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of guys are just sitting at home and watching TV. You know what I mean? So this is a great opportunity for some of the guys that were unknowns, if you would, to once everything get going again. I mean, I think a couple guys going to come out of nowhere and just really surprise a lot of people because they realize that this is an opportunity, and they've had a year and a half to just work on their body, work on their mental toughness, and so on and so. Hey, Jody, God bless you.
Yeah, that's
Nothing
like
wrong with
pointing.
not graduated. I have a grade 9 education and went straight to university on the dean's list. God bless
Right?
you, Jody. God bless you. Right?
I think
Yeah.
that's what just going back on the education piece is
Yeah.
that a lot of sometimes school is not for everybody.
Facts.
And
Facts.
I feel like even, I did graduate from high school, but, I didn't have the greatest marks in high school. I was kind of
I did.
conflicted. Yeah.
So weird. I was a stellar student,
yeah.
but I'm a dropout. Go figure.
So I was just so conflicted, like,
Yeah.
because, you get good marks and then you were being told you're trying to be better than the
Right.
indigenous. And then
Right.
if you
And then
were.
there's that piece.
Yeah, so there was that piece. And then going to university, how many years later?
17 and a half years
Yeah.
later. Hey, Nick, how you doing? God bless you. Nick.
17 and a half years later, and then I was just A's. I made the honor roll, and
Yeah.
so
She
it
made
was
she
great.
made the dean's list at U of M. Yeah.
Yeah.
No small feat. She's a fantastic
Oh,
student.
he's gone.
Yeah. That's okay. That's that comrade. That's fine.
Oh,
I mean,
sorry.
it's just, yeah.
Well, who
just
was
happened. This is just a young man that decided he wanted to have some
Oh.
words with us on our live conversation,
That was awesome.
and I thought I'd give him an opportunity to just
Yeah.
yeah. That's all. Yeah. However,
Hey, Nick.
God bless.
Nick
Um,
is
So yeah. Now, Jody, Nick, what did you two do to make you smile today? What did you do that made you smile, baby? What did you do to make you smile today? Oh, it's that time already, sweetie. You got
Yeah, it is that time.
What?
I'm like trying to figure out. It was like getting up at like this morning.
Yeah.
That made me smile because
Yeah.
I was up at 5:30.
Nice.
And then-
Without prompting.
And
Up at
I even
5:30
beat
on her own.
I was like half an hour before I set my alarm.
Yeah.
So I beat my alarm by a half hour.
Yeah.
And then you guys picking me up.
Yeah.
Phoenix and Callie and Brooke and Mercedes came for a ride.
Mercedes. Yeah. Went and picked up Mom. Hey, well said, Rach. School is not for everyone. It's straight facts, and I mean that. You know what, Jody? That was a conversation that we had with the kids not that long ago, and it was a very difficult conversation for me to have, simply because it goes against it almost creates it almost creates a sense of cognitive dissonance, because it really goes against everything that I've ever been taught coming up until now. However, I've reached a place in life where, on my own personal journey, I have to say that, I mean, school is not for everyone. It's just, it's not for everyone. I mean, find your, here. What is it? The model, quite simply, is problem, reaction, solution. Problem, reaction, solution. Create your niche and get in it. Right, Jody? Create your niche and get in it, right, Jody? Jody is our friend, the egg lady, the chicken lady. Yeah, she does chickens and eggs. She knows more about eggs than I thought, than I ever knew that there was to know. Did you know that there are blue eggs? There are hens that lay straight blue eggs. I've seen brown hens, brown eggs. However, she has these wonderful chicks for sale as well that lay pure blue eggs, something like a robin's eggs, Jody, except bigger. Is that what we're talking about here? I didn't know that. How much did you both change up your values when you had your first child? That is a fantastic question. Go, my love. Come.
I'm kind of like, my values. I'm kind of stuck on this one, because it's like, it's so hard to
Say good night, Auntie Judy.
So would that be like Cadence, or is that like us together?
No, 20 hens. 20 of the blue laying hens. I would say Cadence.
Cadence? That's a really difficult question, because Cadence is 18 years old now. For me, bringing him up in an Indigenous home, there was a lot of some toxic, I guess, values that were some stuff that I didn't agree with. So it was really hard for me. And now that, I'm so far gone from there, I think that's when my values have changed. Plus with my voice. I think that's the best way to put it.
Yeah. And I
yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I feel the same, because it's so difficult to really reference how do I go live with you folks. God bless you, Nick. It's really so hard for me to reference the parent, the human being that I was, compared to the human being I aspire to be, to the person I am today.
Oh yeah.
Right? And
going forward, because every day we're working on ourselves.
Right. So it's really hard. I mean, I can tell you unequivocally that my values have changed. Not my core values or my belief system, but more my behaviors. My behavior, right, has changed drastically since the time I had my first child till now, being parents to this blended family.
I think even also like being so aware of like the traumas that
that's what it is.
Our parents had, and then that intergenerational trauma that was being passed along, and it was like, hey. That
we were inadvertently passing on to our children as well, because I mean, if until you identify that there is a problem, nothing encourages you to change. That doesn't mean that you're a bad person. I'm just, respectfully suggesting that, we are the products of our environment, right? And which is not to say that we intentionally grow to be this, that, or the other. All I'm suggesting is that we can intentionally look at our trauma and choose to be healed.
And I think it's so interesting, because like when you say that we grow up in these, in our homes as young children, we don't know what is actually right from wrong until we become
sorry, I'm talking to the girls. So
not until you become like older and you actually see it, and you're like, hey, this is not good, I gotta make some changes.
Jody says, just as an outsider looking in, Ian, just as an outsider looking in, you're killing it. God bless you. Thank you. We received that. It is.
I love that.
Yeah.
Like, it's like that outsider looking in, because, yeah. So, thank
you. It is a conscious work. Thank you, our plants. They give me so much happiness. I've come up with a name for this guy here. I was sitting at supper this evening, and it hit me. Does that not look like Sideshow Bob? Come on, the hair. Does that not look like Sideshow Bob? It just hit me, and I was like, yeah, that's Sideshow Bob. However, yeah, Jody, thank you. God bless you. I mean, it is an intentional work in progress. It is an intentional work in progress. You want to take that, my wife?
Yeah, no. So it's like, thanks for sharing. My fiance and I are trying right after we get married into the unknown.
Yeah.
And that, I think, is really interesting because, like, we were talking about our first children. We're a blended family of 10.
Yes.
We have 10 children.
Yes.
And we're on our journey to see if we can have more children.
Yeah,
and
that's
so
right. There's that too, right?
Yeah, there's that. However, like when we blended our families, our values really have changed. So, like, even right now, it's like faith, family, food, and fitness.
That started out as God, family, cultural identity.
Yeah. So our values have,
because these are
evolved.
conversations that we had from jump. Because I mean, you know, we haven't known each other a very long time.
4 years.
You know, and yet I've known her forever, because these conversations are important. And when you are entering, hey Nick, God bless you, man. How you doing,
Look at
buddy?
that smile.
That guy, hey, what did you do today, buddy, to make you smile? Look at you.
Simpson family, what's going on?
You know, blessed and highly favored, buddy. Blessed and
Exactly.
highly favored. Good night,
I
sweetheart.
tell you what, I look at your guys' workouts in the morning,
Okay.
and I'm thinking, what do these guys do for a living? Because all they want to do is work out. I mean, flipping heck.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. You know what that is, Nick? What I am is an addictive personality. I'm a very addictive personality. I'm a recovering addict. And so what I found in my personal journey is that I can replace unhealthy addictions with healthier ones. And I mean, as long as I monitor it and keep God in it, then it, good night, son, love you. As long as I monitor it and keep God in it, then it doesn't become an unhealthy addiction. Right? So this is just me feeding my addictive personality with healthier addictions. And I mean, I can bring my family along, right? How great is that? Like, how great is that?
I tell you what, you two, I have to tell you, you guys are really, really inspirational, you know, not just for me, but for a whole whack of people, you know, and you know, I've only got a few thousand followers, but you guys have got some followers, and I tell you what, people are watching on a regular basis.
Thank you.
They're listening, you are encouraging people. You guys have become the mission, and I just want to encourage you. You're doing a great job.
Wow.
Keep on doing it. You are changing lives.
Wow,
Thank
Nick.
you.
God
Thank
bless
you.
you. Wow.
I appreciate you.
Wow, Nick. Wow. Yeah.
And that's
To God
where,
be the glory.
That's where we want it to be.
That's
is that
exactly where
if
we
you
want
want
it
to
to
be
be.
that change, you got to start with ourselves, with our family, and
Yes.
then ripple out.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to be it. Absolutely right.
Yeah.
Well, listen, guys, I know that you want to continue your show here. It's just a matter of time before CBC pick this up.
Wow.
So I just want to say hi.
Hi.
And, I'm gonna head off now, but I just want to say I'm really blessed by watching you guys in the evenings.
Yeah.
And you make me feel ashamed in the mornings when you're doing these kind of things.
Come on now. Get out there with us, Nick. Get
Yeah.
out there with us.
I think
you're
we're
in the
looking-
safety of your own home.
Yeah.
Right? Yet no judgment, no eyes prying, no nothing. It's just you and God. And I mean, to God be the glory. When you put God in it, all work becomes easy work. Thank you so
Guys,
much,
have a
Nick.
great night, all right?
God
All right.
bless you.
Nice talking to you, Nick.
God bless you. Good
Peace.
night.
Peace.
Wow. Oh, wow.
And then so Joe.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm done. Good night. After that blessing, I'm good. I'm done. Good night.
So yeah, Jody here says 4 years is a long time, and you know what, Jody, it is in like number wise when you really think about it. However, it's it flew by.
Oh, it's been the twinkling of an eye. The twinkling of an eye.
I think we were because we were like engaged a year after we met,
Yeah.
married the year after,
Yes,
and
yes.
then so a lot.
Baby looks Leah? Missing a couple. No, baby looks. Looks. Baby looks.
Baby looks.
And the thing is though that when we met, I asked some very intentional questions because I wasn't looking for a relationship. I was looking for forever. So I asked some very intentional questions, and we had some very intentional conversations, and so it was like right away, actual statement from my mouth. Less than impressed. Sorry, sweetheart, for laughing so loud in your ear. No, she's actually not. What it is that that's her deep thinking face. She's trying to keep track of all the comments, and so she's she's in deep thought. That's all that is.
Oh, you know what? So I was out on a walk today with one of my coworkers. The one I was telling you about this morning. I was one of the ones I haven't really talked to, and so. I always talk about you. And so he asked me, he goes, so where'd you meet your husband? And I was like, at a powwow. And he goes, you snagged your husband at a powwow? And then he goes, this is a first for me because he knows you're Jamaican, right? And he's like,
oh no,
you snagged a Jamaican at a powwow? This is like the best story ever.
Oh no, that is so funny. That is
that's what I forgot.
Lean
I would
forward, my
tell
dove.
You that one.
Yeah,
I thought that
you
was
snagged your husband at a powwow. Oh my goodness! And here I was thinking I was the one that took the prize. I want to share it. I want to share something with you. When you have God in it, do you have a pony for me, baby? I don't have a pony.
Yes,
Thank you.
Oh, you have one?
Right? Because here I was not at all interested. Is baby okay? Yeah. I was not.
Okay,
you okay, baby? I was not at all interested in a relationship when I met my wife. And it's so cliche. However, they do say that it's when you're not looking for one that you find the most meaningful relationships. And I was not at all interested in looking for a relationship because I was committed to self-improvement. Good morning, both of you. Have a nice day. God bless you. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for stopping in. I was committed to, because I was, all right, baby, off to bed. I was on my own healing journey, and I had reconnected with my faith, and I had just been removed, a short time removed from being incarcerated. And hi, God bless you. And I was on parole. I was in rehab. I was rebuilding my life and not at all interested and rebuilding myself as a man, reinventing myself as a human being, and allowing God to do that good work.
I don't think it's reinventing
No,
yourself.
bettering myself.
I think it's more just going back to who you were.
My core values.
Yeah.
Identifying who I wanted to really be as opposed to who I was expected to be or who I thought the world expected me to be. And as such, I wasn't in a place where I was really looking for a relationship, yet they're one, and yet we met. And so, after our second date, our second coffee, and as we went for coffee and we just talked, and we talked and talked and talked. And after our second was it our second coffee, sweetheart? You have a pony? Thank you. And I said to her, and bear in mind, please, that I just gotten out. I just spent a year in jail. I just spent a year in jail. And I was just like, listen, if this is, a physical thing, thank you, I'm flattered, but I'm not your guy. And that's how absolutely committed I was to my recovery. I mean, those words actually came out of my mouth after being incarcerated for a year, right? And I mean, I was just not at all interested in getting on that particular roller coaster again of meaningless relationships. You know what I mean? I was 45 years old and I wanted to be married. And I knew I wanted to parent my children and to get another chance at being the parent that I knew that I could be. And by grace, that's all come to fruition. And so, Nick, good evening, Pop. God bless you.
Happy
I'm going to try
birthday.
to get my friend to powwow. FYI, it looks exactly like you. Nick came in and gave us that blessing. It's my birthday today. Eric, happy birthday, buddy.
Eric.
Hi Simpsons, how you guys? We're blessed and highly favored. Happy birthday. What you got? Hey, everybody sound off. Take a moment. Let us
So,
know.
yeah,
What
Jody.
did you do today to make you smile?
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
What made you smile today,
What'd you
Jody?
do? Everybody take a moment and type it in. This is an ongoing conversation. We need to know, because if happiness is a choice, it starts by identifying the little things that make us happy and feed into that. So as the conversation goes on, please let us know what you did today that made you smile. Happiness is a choice after all.
I'm here too now.
And Justice is here as well. Justice is working on his hair. He's working out his hair care
Don't
routine.
fling it, don't fling it. Don't
He's
fling
working
it.
out his hair care routine. Apparently, hair is a pretty big deal in the Simpson family.
Yeah.
In the Simpson family home, apparently hair is a pretty big deal. I mean, obviously with the girls, right? Obviously, right?
And
They've
I
all
think-
got long, beautiful hair. What's that, my love?
No, and I started work last week. I was like doing my hair, and then I realized, okay, I gotta wear a ball cap.
Yeah. Put
And then it's like, and I'm like sweating, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I just gotta tie it up. And then I was wearing makeup, and then I got to the point like the mascara was like
Just
burning
melting.
my eyeballs, and I was like, okay, that's gotta go too. I think that's why I just love that I can, be all natural, wear makeup or no makeup, and I'm totally fine with it.
You right?
Yeah.
Thank you for your blessing, Nick. We appreciate you so much. Our words cannot express
Yeah.
that blessing you came in. I mean, that you took that out of your time to come give us that. Thank you. God bless you. God bless you and God bless you. I mean, and so, which is just to say that I couldn't stop doing it. I mean, God is just too good. He's been too good to me, brought me too far, brought me out of too much. I can't not sing his praises. I can't not, go about doing what I do to tell people about the goodness of God, because really all I want to try to sell you is the idea that, just open yourself up to the goodness of God, because all he has in store for you are blessings. All he has in store for your life is blessings, and he wants to release those blessings into your life the same way he's released them into our lives. However, free will. Free will. That's it. Free will. He come and knocking. However, no matter how hungry or thirsty, he won't force you to drink his living water. Good night, baby. Love you.
Good night.
Free will.
Birthday.
Happy birthday. Free will. Free will. And it doesn't matter when you come to the banquet. Okay.
No, I'm not sure. It's like,
Some come back, some
Never
don't.
say he's
No.
coming
Some
here.
come back here. I just take them all. But baby, I just take them all. And then they fall back naturally. But hers are so long, they go to here. You pull
yes,
pull them.
Nick. What made you smile today?
Yes. And we're asking a smile. Pop is thinking on his response, and Nick is thinking on his response, and Jody, we're waiting for your response. And Eric, if you're still here, what did we do today that made us smile? Because if happiness is a choice, the first step to getting there is to identify the little things that make us happy and feed into that. Let's work step one, guys. Let's work that. Let's work step one. Happiness is a choice. Let's work it. Let's work that first step. What did we do today that made us smile?
Someone said what made me smile today was seeing you guys on TikTok.
God
thank
bless
you.
you. Thank you. Being here and spending time in fellowship with you, that makes us smile as well. This is me filling my cup. This is me feeding into my personal happiness. I've identified a great many things that make me happy, and as best as I'm able, I feed into that with my family. You know?
And
Go
then
ahead, sweetheart.
Jody says, Rach, what made me happy today? Question mark. Reaching out to my younger brother to have him join his son with my youngest son as their peeps.
Nice.
That is perfect. I think those connections with
Yeah.
our young kids, our youngins
Siblings and
is really important,
connections.
because not only like growing up for me, my cousins were my brothers and sisters, not just
Cousins.
my cousins.
Big families. That's how
So
it is.
yeah, I just love that. I'm glad that made you smile. Justice, what made you smile today?
Let me think.
Nick on that one. Thanks, Pop. He agree with Nick. Says,
There was
Jeez,
one
I have
thing.
no idea.
I
What?
first forgot. I'm just trying to.
You had it and then
Yeah, I had it, but then it's.
Jody
cousins.
said cousins.
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 Cousins rock. Cousins rock. Especially if you grow up on the farm.
My
No.
cousin.
If you grow up on the farm and you got cousins, man, there's never a dull moment. Never a dull moment when you got cousins on the farm, man. If they ain't throwing rocks at you and busting you upside your head, you getting into all kinds of trouble, like diving into the water well to go swimming on a hot day. Cousins.
I think for me, my cousins, like we fought like brothers and sisters. Like I remember we like actually physically fought.
Yeah, go ahead. Why not?
And then we also like we didn't get into much trouble.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't get into much trouble. However, we were surrounded with our cousins all the time, and it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
Like me and my cousin Dan, he passed a couple years ago, but we were the same age, and I used to love Ninja Turtles. I still love Ninja Turtles. And
I'm a city boy. I'm a city boy now, Jody, but country born and bred. Country born and bred to the bone. I'm a city boy now. But yeah, country to the bone. Country's my nickname, actually. That's my Jamaican nickname, is country. Yeah, country to the bone, Jody. Yeah, I'm a city boy spoiled now. However, my heart is straight country. All day, every day. Yeah. Country road, take me home to a place I belong. Sweet Jamaica, mountain mama. Yeah, my dad people come from the Blue Mountains in Jamaica. So yeah, Blue Mountains, farmland, red dirt. Yeah.
I was in country. I was res.
Yeah, I mean, no, that's not even
No,
the
no.
same. It's not.
It's not
Res
the
and
same.
country, it's not the same. It's not. No, it's not. I've been to the res. It's not the same.
No.
You can say.
But I did go to the country with my
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah. Even though they out in the country, it's not the same. It's not the same
No.
at all.
I used to like when my uncle brought home hay bales for those horses. Uncle Charles, and I had to go play on the hay bales, and we got in so much trouble because it was fun jumping from them. And I finally let it out one year, and I put it on Facebook, and he goes, "That was you."
Uncle Charles, you are
Yeah.
missed. Rest in
Oh,
power.
yes.
Rest in power, Uncle Charles. You are missed.
So
Oh, yeah.
Pop says, "How was the weather over here? Over there, here."
Here. Oh,
It-
lovely.
It's like the perfect sweater. Weather.
Hey, Miraculous 888. Yeah, give us an invite. Yeah, for sure. Well, good night, son. Love you. We'll jawbone it up. Yeah, we talk for you for a couple minutes. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, give us a throw up a invite. We'll accept it.
Jody,
We've been
you want-
having great. Good night. We've been having a great run with the joined lives. So yeah, I'll keep it going. What's
Yeah,
this?
no, Jody, she said, "I'd like to hear the end of my
What
story."
story? Oh, Charles,
When it
go.
was, no, I was talking about Daniel. And then my Ninja Turtles. And so we had created this, me and Dan and Shannon, we'd play Ninja Turtles all the time.
Good night.
So I was Rachatello, there was Danatello, and then Shanatello.
That's right.
But we didn't have a fourth.
Yeah.
And I was never April because I was kind of like one of the boys. However, yeah, me and my cousin Dan, we were like
Yeah, I remember that story.
peas in the pod. Yeah, I miss him. Yeah.
Rest in power, Dan. Rest in power.
And I think even just not playing off that, but like just talking about him, because we were like he was like 3 months older than I was, so we went right from nursery right up into we grew together, and so he had passed a couple years ago with a heart condition. He had a heart attack at a young age in his 30s, and passed away. And so after his passing, I've kind of it changed my mindset because we were the same age. And so I started making a lot more different choices because it was like life can just,
Life happens.
life happens, and you never know when your day's gonna end.
That's right.
And it was just a reality check. Yeah, thanks for sharing, Grace. You're welcome.
Yeah, go ahead. Send us an invite. I'll Miraculous. Go ahead. Send it. Let's hear what you have something to say. I love your name, so let's say you want to share some of your thoughts. Everybody has a voice. Yeah, and if we can facilitate that, just bear in mind we're family programming. Go ahead, send us an invite. I'll accept your invitation. Absolutely.
Oh, excuse me.
Go ahead,
We
sweetheart.
had breakfast for
We had breakfast for supper.
We did.
We do that aren't we
Yeah.
like rebels? Let's hardcore rebels.
And so I was
Breakfast for
craving
supper.
fried potatoes. And he was like, "Kate, can I put like craisins in there?"
I wanted to put craisins. I just had some inspiration.
Yeah.
In my mind's eye, they tasted delicious.
And so I was like, "I want fried potatoes with onions and salt and pepper."
I was like, you have no vision.
I couldn't get past because it's like I wanted that one specific. It has to have that specific taste. It's like a childhood thing, right?
Yeah, it's comfort.
And he likes to add things to the recipes. I'm like, don't touch the.
Bacon. Yeah, we had turkey bacon and regular beef bacon. Yeah, she turned me on to that turkey bacon. I'm a real fan of the turkey bacon now. And it's like the beef bacon is I'll take it or leave it, depending on how I cook it. However, yeah.
I think I just sticking with the Cantor's bacon.
Yeah, it's sliced a little bit thicker. That's the only one we really mess with. We don't really mess with the other stuff there. And if you ever, Jody, you ever try the turkey apple sausage? Turkey apple sausage. That stuff is fantastic. It's a nice alternative to
I've never tried that.
When I worked on the train years ago, we used to have it on there. And that's the only reason why I tried it.
Darn train.
Yeah, a lot of my lived life experiences will generate from that. And I mean, I used to be a real fan of bacon and like Wendy's, like the Wendy's Baconator. Like, I mean, I was that guy.
Oh boy.
I was that guy. And then I had I had a bad Baconator. It was just the grease got to me one day.
And that was it.
Much love to you both. Yeah, Jody, God bless you. Yeah, it was the grease just got to me one day, and I haven't had one since. I'm funny like that, right? Like, I don't know.
Can I some of your water, baby?
Of course. Okay, here you go.
Thank you. I couldn't drink and smile at the same time.
No, sometimes I'm not a health food nut by any stretch of the imagination. I don't diet. I think that I would probably have better results if I monitored more we do monitor what we put into our bodies and in what amounts. However, by no means are we strict. We still have pizza night with the kids, and I do still eat fast food. I just don't eat certain fast foods. And it's not often, and we eat takeout far too often.
No, not since I started working.
Yeah,
and
no time for takeout.
The realization though was today because he was picked me up and he's like, "Oh, I'm just hungry," and so he makes my lunch every morning, and so he packed me like a bunch of fruit in a bowl and then a banana, and then pasta salad because she
overheats during the day.
Yeah, and
she
so
can't eat.
and then I told him, I was like, I just realized I don't even like eating because when I'm at work because I have to go sit in this big lunchroom by myself. And then he's like, "Oh, I didn't even eat. I didn't even realize I didn't eat." So
apparently, when she's not around, I don't feed myself, and she don't feel like eating.
So we're driving home, and I had my leftover fruit, and I was feeding him as he was driving. Awesome. Yeah.
Because you ever all of a sudden you're doing whatever, and then it just hits you like, wait a second, your stomach just start talking to you. And you're like, did I eat today? And I'm like, dang. Because I've been on the go all day. I mean, I took her to work and then I come back and I've just been doing this is my piece. One of the things that gives me great joy is that my gardening. And so the lawn needed to be cut and the littles were out. They oh man, I was a bad parent today. I allowed them to play hooky from school so they could come garden with me.
I don't think so.
They played hooky in the morning from classes. And because they go to class remotely, and they played hooky in the morning from classes this morning, and they came and helped me with the gardening, the Callie and Bucky. So I was a bad parent today. However, it's the first day that we've skipped. That's the first day I've let them skip. So
You know what? I wonder if I get an email.
Yeah, they come out and they just and it was a beautiful day, and we just had our workout, and the sun is shining, and God is good, and I just didn't have the heart to tell them to get to class. I was just enjoying their company too much.
It's scary to navigate the lunch politics. But it's so funny because I'm in the Air Canada building, right? And so they have this big lunchroom, but it seems that when I go for lunch, there's nobody even in this big lunchroom. And so I go sit by the window and I sit at a corner table still, and yeah. But if I do still, because I still haven't met people, like, so I just like sit in this vicinity, and like I feel like that little kid of like, yeah, you want to come sit with me? You know,
and then Pop says social distancing.
Yeah.
Right? So I mean, yeah,
but
it's what it is. It's what it is right now.
But it's like what I miss about being home was that, you know, I'd order big, you know, burgers, and we'd go have our lunch date in the bedroom and watch TV in bed and eat burgers. However,
After my workout.
However,
I have this idea that like cook food like from a restaurant like we like Smitty's burgers and
Yeah.
Smokehouse burgers like that is not quite so bad as like some of the other stuff.
the little rubber patties.
We're not going to call any names, and we're not
No,
going to point
rubber
any
patties.
figures. Yeah, the rubber patties. We'll call them the rubber patty people. Day 2, babe. Day 2. It's only day 2.
The struggle is so real.
So real. So real. So real. You know.
Yeah.
However, I did promise my beloved this evening that we were trying to cap this evening at about 45 minutes, because 5:30 does come awfully early, and I mean Angus, you know, you called him. I you know what? If that is your journey and that is, you know, God bless you. I mean, just for me, I haven't had one, and I used to really enjoy the Angus burger.
I actually never had tried it.
Yeah, I haven't had one since 2013, 14. Since I worked out in Saskatchewan. Yeah, on the highway there past Brandon, right? On the way out, yeah, stop in, grab a bacon poutine and a whatever else, and away I go, right? But I mean, and it's only, again, it's only my own personal choice. That's my journey. I've become very intentional about food. Food is medicine. Food is medicine. We as a family have become very intentional about what we put into our body, which is not to say that all things in moderation. All things in moderation. Yeah, we do pizza night. Yeah, I still love fried chicken. I do. I'm telling you, I still love fried chicken and I still love watermelon. What do you want? I just never eat them together. Think about that. I don't. Who eats fried? I'm sure some people do. I don't. It's stereotype. No. I like fried chicken. But however, we do Mary Brown's now, which is like air fried instead of deep fried, right? And you know, the food, we don't do a lot of processed food. Like I cook. Check out the videos. Like I cook. And we cook, and that's it. We just cook, and I think that if I could give a commentary on how to improve your diet, I would just say simply this: number one, improve the most simple, most vital. Increase your water intake.
Oh yeah.
You're probably not drinking enough. Increase your water intake. And number two, start cooking your food. Cook your own food. Cook your own food. When I eat, sometimes I feel mad sick. Well, what are you eating? What are you eating? Your body's talking to you.
Yeah, because I actually had my gallbladder removed. Oh, that would have been after Callie was born. So that would have been less than 8 years ago anyways. So I had my gallbladder removed, and I still have problems with certain foods. So I try and stay away from a lot of really fatty foods because it still bothers me. Like it's, even though they removed what was making me sick, I still,
Right. And Jersey's asking, you know, he say a lot of times when he eat, he feels sick afterwards. Hey, your body's talking to you. Your body's trying to tell you something. Pay attention to that. I mean, be very into. Start noting what you're eating and what is making you feel sick. Your body your body will talk to you. I mean, lived life experience. I'm not a doctor. I'm not pretending to be. Just lived life experience. My body talks to me, and I honor that. And if you could tell me what your diet consists of, I could give you a better idea. I could suggest to you what your body may be telling you. It's your body, not mine. I can't know. Dr. Ian. Right? I'm not a doctor, but I play one on TV. You guys remember those commercials?
You have that indigenous woman laugh there.
You did it's a Jamaican thing too. It's a Jamaican thing. The leg slide.
Yeah, and then the fall
bigger,
over
the bigger, the more
your
dirty the
butt.
laugh. The bigger, the more dirty the laugh, and the nicer the joke. AKA Dr. Ian. Or here, Dr. Simpsonian. Huh? Right? See what I did there? Ian Simpson? Simpsonian? Dr. Simpsonian. Yeah, right. Okay, no, never mind.
You just, that's my Instagram name.
Is it? That's right.
Yeah. That's why it's Rachel Simpsonian.
That's where I got it from. It wasn't even my idea. It's not even an original thought. It was hers. Oh boy.
Ian the thief.
Ian the thief. Yeah. Never mind Ian the doctor. Dr. Ian the thief. Oh, well, all I'm stealing is her intellectual property.
Yeah.
I mean, that's some of the most heinous. I mean, intellectual property, my goodness. That's valuable stuff there.
My cheeks hurt.
Right? You see, you had a good laugh when your cheeks hurt or your belly hurts.
Yeah.
Happiness is a choice. Happiness is a choice. Identify the little things that make you happy and feed into that. Good evening, Di. Good evening, cousin Di.
Where's my
Good
mouse
evening,
here?
cousin Di. God bless you.
Natural high.
Natural high.
It is.
Natural high. When God is in it, I mean, it's just naturally. I mean, it's so funny because she's my best friend. I don't know if that's a commentary on how cool she is or my lack of social interaction with other people. I don't know. But I know lots of people.
Yeah.
I know lots of people. Natural high is so potent. It's nothing better.
And it's so funny. Because we're best friends, like, I can just tell him like it is. So the other day I told him, I was like, you wake up in the morning and he goes like this. He's like 0 to 100 and he's like trying to solve all the world problems first thing in the morning.
As soon as my eyes open.
As soon as his eyes open. And then I'm on the other, I'm like, I need like couple
pots of coffee.
And then, then you can talk to me. And so he tries to have these conversations. I'm like, hold up.
Not anymore, I don't.
Yeah.
Not anymore. That's like, I mean, even when I try to feed her, it's like, you ready for food yet, babe? Are we on food yet? No, we're still on coffee? All right, baby, let me know. Let me
know when I can feed you.
Let me know when you move on to food. I mean, I used to get up and as soon as the lights go on, inside my head, it's just like zing. Everything is just going. And I used to get up and it's like, because she's my best friend, right? I want to share it with her. She's the only person. I go to bed. She's the last person I talk to, and the only person I want to talk to when I get up. You know what I mean? So, other than God, right? I mean, that physical presence, right? And so it's like, of course, I want to talk to her about everything that's going on in my head. But I tried initially, and she are you for real right now? What's wrong with you? I haven't even had one cup of coffee yet. He said, babe, this is too, babe. I know, babe, what do you mean it's too much? This is important stuff. Babe, it's too much.
Yeah.
It's just too much, babe.
I remember that time. I was like, yeah, this is enough. This is too early for me. And then it's like, and then when I go to bed, that's when my wheels start turning and I'm trying to solve problems or whatever.
Yeah. And I'm like,
yeah, and then he's like falling, he's like dead asleep. But the most perfect thing is that I watch my Criminal Minds and then I fall asleep so that way, and I fall asleep with my glasses on.
yeah.
And so he'll get up in the middle of the night, shut everything off, and then take my glasses off. So I really appreciate.
It's one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah.
Is to take her glasses off and give her a kiss goodnight.
Yeah.
She's already sleeping. It's just one of my favorite things to do. I view it as a small act of service.
Yeah.
It's just one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah, we're getting mushy, baby.
No, we're different.
I know.
We're different. We're just one of my favorite when I used to work. One of my favorite things, I used to work construction. I'd come home and I'd get in the shower right after work, and she'd be right there with me, and that was our debrief. And I mean, those were just that was the high point of my day, just standing there and
we'd have our conversations. Yeah, that was.
And now we gravitated to the point where we just do that all the time. I love the fact that when you are so we're in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Hey, good evening, God bless you. Hey, miraculous. And it is so when you have that connection where you can have a conversation within a conversation. Like if you're talking, you're in a group and there's a conversation going on and you're actively engaged in that conversation, but then you can carry on a separate, more intimate conversation with your partner underneath that conversation. I think that's really cool. I really dig that. I really dig that. Yeah, that's a level of intimacy that if you've never experienced it, I suggest that you aspire to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, thank you for the follow. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm just really into her. Like, I just really dig her. You know what I mean? It's like she got this vibe that I'm just really into it. You know, like I mean, she's one of the coolest people I know. Like the best person I know and one of the coolest people I know, you know. Life must have its ups and downs. Facts. Of course it does. And is our relationship perfect? No, it doesn't have to be. And because it's not perfect, we work at it intentionally every day.
And I think one of the coolest things about that, though, is that I used to send him, like, because he was working, and even if I was working, and I would send him texts, and I'm like, are we okay? Is everything good? And he was like, what's going on? And he goes, yeah, we're fine. And then finally he realized, like, it was part of my past trauma. Like, I'm like, is everything okay? This and that. And it wasn't even a burden for him. It was all he had to do was just give me not even like an affirmation, but like, yes, we're fine. Everything's good. And then I would be okay. And so, like, I don't do it anymore because we've worked through a lot of that.
Yeah.
Except for the other day, I phoned him like, hey, I'm just phoning to say I'm okay. And he's like, what happened? Are you okay? It was like I was having a conversation in my head or something.
I'm like, you just calling to let you know that I was fine. I'm like, what do you mean you calling me? Let me. What's wrong? Why are you calling me to let me know everything's fine? Was something not fine? Was everything not fine? What happened? The building on fire? You got out? What? What's going?
So, yeah, I gotta stay away from those conversation starters. I'm fine.
It's calling you to let you know I'm fine. Well, why wouldn't you be fine, damn it? What are we talking about here? What are we talking about? I just, you know what? And the thing is this. I just, what we have, I wish for everyone. I do. I really do. I really and genuinely. And if everyone could just, you know, happiness is a choice.
Find their human.
It's find your human. There's somebody for everybody. There's somebody for everybody. God made it so, right? Because I'm weird, I'm quirky, I'm a goof. I'm not even gonna lie. Like don't. I'm a goof. Like I do stuff like that would annoy the heck out of normal people. Like I'm silly. I'm goofy. I'm annoying. I'm a bug. I'm irritating. Just ask Big Noah. Like he's been dealing with that. He's been dealing with me for 22 years.
Yeah.
I'm bad. But she put up with it. The kids put up with it. They got to. I'm bad.
I was watching Criminal Minds yesterday, and I was like, there was this scene, and it was, what's those guys' names? See, I watched this whole TV show, and I forget their names.
And she had no idea what any of the characters' names is. Any of the plot lines.
Yeah, it was Reed and what's his name?
Morgan.
Reed and Morgan, and it was like so.
Morgan is Shamar Moore from Young and the Restless. Cousin Di, you remember when Shamar Moore used to be on Young and the Restless back in the day? Well, he moved over to Criminal Minds. Shamar Moore.
And then so Reed.
And he still got the body. He took the body with him.
And then Reed is like this intelligent
doctor.
Quirky doctor
with a photographic memory.
Correct. And so I was like telling him last night we were watching, and they were the two of them were walking into this room, and I'm like, that's you all put together. It's like Reed and Morgan is you, and yeah, that's the best way to explain my husband.
I totally forgot that. You see why she's my best friend? She keeps saying stuff like that. You see why I love her? And I was like, wow. Okay, I received that. Thank you, because I like both those guys. I like the idea of being viewed as an intellectual, and at the same time, though, right? Criminal Minds. Watch Criminal Minds till season 11. So there you go.
Season 10.
So there you go. You know what's up. you know what's up, cousin. I think we had this conversation before. My bad. Yeah, you're a Criminal Minds veteran, right? But hey, here, let me go. I'm gonna pull one out of my bag of tricks. I'm gonna go old school. Law and Order. The original with Michael Moriarty and David Knoth. That one,
Is
the
it- do you
original
think-
Law and Order.
Do you think it's on? I can find the season.
Oh no, I've seen them all. I don't need to see them again.
Well, I'll watch them. You don't even.
You won't like them. It's more. It's not as fast paced as Criminal Minds. It's very. It's not. There's everything basically. There's one crime scene. Yeah.
I still watch 80s and 90s movies.
You do with that. Yeah,
Yeah.
you would like Law and Order.
Okay.
It's very cerebral. It's exactly like Criminal Minds.
Okay.
It's just not as. It's not as. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
There's not as much going on. It's pretty, you know. Like I mean, I watched Sidney Poitier's Raisins in the Sun, and I loved that. Like, and then I did when P Diddy did the redo with Felicia Richard, like about a decade and a half ago, Raisins in the Sun. You know, that movie takes place in a 1-bedroom apartment. You know what I mean? And there's like maybe 5 characters in it. But you remember we watched Denzel Washington and that chick from How to Get Away with Murder. I can't remember her name. In Defense, is that what that's called? And that's along the same. There's like 5 characters in the whole movie, and the whole movie takes place in like their house, in one room in the house and in the backyard. You know what I mean? So that's like. It's different. There's not a lot of eye candy. There's no explosions. There's nobody getting shot and stuff. It's very cerebral. It's very cerebral, and so you know what I mean. Sometimes you just got to get inside your head. Thrive in being. Jody says, "I will respectfully disagree with you, my love. Some of us delight and thrive in being." Waiting for her to finish that thought. In being single. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yes. I mean, do you? I mean, live your best life. You are fulfilled. You are enriched. You are loved. Yeah.
No, and that's even like finding your human. And you, we were having this conversation the other day. Is that you have these humans in your life? It's not like your lifelong partner, but there are people in your journey that are your favorite humans.
Are significant.
They actually have a role.
And they enrich you. Absolutely. And I mean, as we are committed to the idea that everyone is on their own journey. Everyone is on their own journey, and whatever your happiness looks like, feed into that. For us, this is what happiness looks like, right? For us, it's it's a combined journey. It's as we work under God to become better individuals, and as well better partners, better parents, better human beings. You know what I mean? And it's the work is never done. The work is never done. I mean, we're constantly looking at self-improvement. Yeah, and I think that's important. What's up, baby?
No, I'm looking at the time. I was like,
Yeah,
it's
right.
like
15 minutes ago, I said we were gonna cap. That you'd ask me to cap. Baby, last thought, baby. Last
No,
thought,
I think
baby.
it's starting our Monday. So like, we already have whatever days left. I'm not sure. Everybody has different work schedules. Like maybe Monday's their Friday, whatever. However it falls. However, for us, Monday is our new beginning of the week. And I guess for me, it's just treat yourself with kindness.
Yeah.
Today will be kindness. With your happiness, there's kindness. Kindness for yourself, kindness for your children, kindness for your neighbors, kindness. Yeah. Just do kindness. Oh, my battery's gonna die.
That's okay.
don't
We'll just leave it alone. Oh,
Okay.
Close that. Close that.
Close it?
Yeah, no, we're not going to low power mode. We just close the notification, and we can carry on
Okay.
like so. So and that's you're good, baby?
That's where I am at.
And so again, like if happiness is a choice, the first step is to identify the little things that make us happy and feed into that. Let's continue to work that first step. Let's continue to work that first step. Try our best. Let's continue to work that first step, and we'll continue to do what we do, and hopefully you'll continue to come back. Cousin Di, before I give us this blessing, you want to tell us what you did today very quickly that made you smile? Go ahead.
Where's that book I bought you?
It is right here. It's been on my side all day. I wanted to actually have a chance to read it before I
Okay, well then
did
we'll do
any
that.
commentary
Okay.
on it.
All right,
You
we'll
know
do
what I
that
mean?
then.
Because I fully intend to.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll
We'll wait then.
Yeah, I wanna have a chance to read it first before I comment in any way, shape, or form. A young man Vinny that she works with, it's very encouraging, and uplifting young man, and his story was so powerful. Somebody turned it into an autobiography on his behalf. They wrote it on his behalf. So he asked when he met my wife, I went for a run. Hey, cousin Di, look at you. That is fantastic. Congratulations. Receive that. Yeah, that's great. That's great. Any kind of activity like that just makes me happy because like I'm real fond of the idea of moving. And so he just when he met my wife and they started conversing, and it just organically led to this. She was like, you need to connect with my husband, and she was like, okay. And he was like, well, you think you'd be interested in reading my book? And I was like, sure, I'd be happy to hear your story. You know what I mean? But he's let me read the book first before I give you any commentary. It's my project for this week, and I'll get it read up, and then I'll let you guys know how it was, and then I'll even give him a plug and ask that you support him and buy his book. However, I want to read it first before I give you any commentary whatsoever. Yeah. So, I love you.
I love you.
In closing, Romans 15:13, as always, says, Orange Tab, may the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in him, so that you may overflow with hope by the power of the Holy Spirit. May God bless and keep you today, tomorrow, forever. God bless. We appreciate you so much. Good night.
And happy Monday.
Happy Monday and happy birthday. We had a birthday as well, did we not? Mm-hmm. Yeah, excellent.